What if in the next few minutes I could give you a crash course on the art and science of business networking? Hi, my name is Paritosh Pathak. I'm India's leading strategic networking coach. And in today's video, I'm sharing 11 tips with you to create success from business networking. Please remember to comment below and tell me, out of these 11, which was your favorite one. So let's get started. Tip number 1, focus on yourself. You are the product. A lot of people end up believing that what they're selling is more important. Well, that's not the case in networking. In networking, people respond to people. Now, what matters really is how do you feel about yourself when you're talking to other people? If you're feeling insecure, if you are under pressure or in fear, it is going to show. And if you are talking to someone that you can see is not comfortable, not confident, your trust in their product or service will also go down. Here's one question. Do you believe in yourself? And if you don't, why will I? Number 2, networking is not about selling. A lot of people, and when I say that, I mean a lot of people, believe that they need to network in order to sell more. Now, here's one truth that I want you to remember when you are going out networking. Nobody likes being sold to. Instead, what you need to be doing is focusing on building a connection with the person that you're talking to. And as that connection is built, the other person will get interested in you and will start to ask you about what you do. And when people like you, they may not buy from you, but they'll remember you and over time introduce you to their network. Let me ask you this. Has this ever happened with you that somebody who's never bought from you has referred you, introduced you to someone else? Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Number 3, clarify the role of networking in your life, in your business, in your career. How do you do that? Write down whatever your goal is. If you're a businessman, what's your goal? If you are a working professional, what's your goal? And once you write that goal down, ask yourself, what is the role of the ability to build, maintain, and leverage relationships in order to achieve the goals that you have? And as you do this exercise, you will be surprised that there's a huge role networking plays in helping you achieve your goals, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. Until the time you don't have this clarity of why you should be networking, what role it plays in your life, you'll never be able to focus on it properly. Number 4, once you have clarified the goal, then the next step is to prioritize it. A lot of people out there are making mistake of leaving networking for later. Business owners start thinking about networking when their business is going down, and working professionals usually start caring for networking when they're looking for a career jump. Now, you need to build relationships, you need to build a network before you need something from your network. So make it a priority and start networking now. Number 5, don't create a leaky bucket. A very common phenomenon that I see in the world of networking is people are constantly bringing a new relationship into their network, but they're losing out on the old ones. I want you to know this, that your existing relationships are far more important than the new ones. Because once you have built a relationship, that relationship has a lifetime value. A relationship may not be valuable for you today, but could be tomorrow. But if you keep losing out on your relationships, that value will never come to you. So start focusing on your existing relationships. Number 6, discover what kind of networking works for you. A lot of people have this notion that networking is done a certain way. When people think about networking, they think about going to an event, giving cards, exchanging cards, having great conversations, and generating opportunities. Networking is not always like this, and there isn't actually any one type of networking. The most successful networkers are the ones who understand their own personality, their own traits, their own strengths, their own weaknesses, and find ways to network that leverages their strength. So if you're an introvert, understand what kind of networking works for you. And if you're an extrovert, a different kind of networking may work for you. Number 7, stay in touch with your important relationships. Not everybody in your network is equal, and even if they were, you won't have enough hours in the day to be able to stay in touch with everyone in your network. So what needs to happen is you need to get strategic And to do so, you need to know who are the most important relationships in your network, and you need to focus on making sure those relationships are constantly growing in strength. So write down who are your most important relationships and start focusing on building a better, stronger relationship with them. Number 8, don't sell. And yes, I know this sounds completely counterintuitive, that a lot of people want to go and network so that they can sell more, and I'm telling you not to sell. In my experience, when people are sold to, they end up feeling that the person who's selling is not successful and sometimes even desperate. And that's not the impression you want to create. Now, what are you supposed to do if not sell? Add value in the life of people. If you can add value in the life of people, in your area of domain, in your area of expertise, they will feel that you are someone that they can trust. And because you're not selling to them, it'll create a pull effect. They would be more interested in talking to you. So one of the most important things you can do in networking, if you want to sell more in networking, stop selling in networking. Number 9, and this is one of my most favorite ones. Ask for referrals from your customers, from your network. It's your right. Let me ask you this. Are you doing a good job for your customers? Are you truly committed to them? Are you always thinking of adding more value into their work? If yes, then asking for referrals is your right. Don't sit back, don't hesitate. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to say no, and that's perfectly fine. But what happens when they say yes? So make a list of your customers and start asking for referrals from them. Number 10. And once you've asked for referrals, the biggest mistake that you can make, or that you're probably making, is that you're not following up properly. Now you need to become a pro at follow-up. I'm going to say this again, become a pro at follow-up. Reach out within 24 hours of a referral being generated. Do not come into these stories of, oh, that person's not picking my phone, that means they're not interested. Drop those stories from your mind and reach out to people. Follow up, and follow up. Number 11, and perhaps one of the most important ones, stop networking. Yeah, stop networking. Instead, start building a network. Surround yourself with good people, with credible people. Add value in their life, build a strong relationship with them, and very soon, your network will become your safety net, which is going to give you business, introductions, and a lot more. This is one of the most valuable ways of networking. Now, I'm looking forward to reading in the comments out of these 11, which was your favorite one. And yes, if you are ready to take your networking skills to the next level, remember to come in for the new Rules of Professional Networking workshop that I'm hosting real soon. The details are in the description. This is Paritosh Pathak signing off, wishing you a great network. And in this video today, in today's video we're talking about 11 tips that you need. 11 tips